Kia ora, good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. I am Mike from Markets. This is Kiwibank. Markets in a minute. That's it. Straight to business this morning. The business of risk off. Yeah, there's your executive summary right there. Risk assets, by and large, are lower this morning. Okay, so let's start with equities. US participants, they returned from a long weekend, Labour weekend, overnight, and basically continued the selling, or extended the selling that we saw on Thursday and Friday of last week. Yeah, so tech sector, former darling of the market, that was hit the hardest, and that negativity basically spilled over to other sectors and asset classes. Yeah, so by the numbers, 2 to 4% declines in the big three US indices, the NASDAQ, tech-heavy NASDAQ, at the unhappier end of that range. Yeah, commodities, similar themes there too. Industrial metals and oil all took a bit of a pasting. Interestingly, gold basically flat. Yeah, so in that regard, not a traditional flight safety play. Currency markets though, bit more traditional. The dollar and the yen gained, while the other majors, the euro, the Aussie, the Kiwi, the pound, varying degrees of lower. Yeah, actually they were that sequence of varying degrees of lower. Yeah, it's clever. So yeah, Kiwi second worst performer on the global scale. Crosswise, it is elevated against the pound, lower against everything else. Yeah, Brexit, that is still hurting the pound. Yeah, and the Kiwi coming second to worst. That performance was aided by a move lower in wholesale interest rates yesterday afternoon. The 2-year interest rate swap, sort of a benchmark rate for the New Zealand market if you're not all over interest rates. It traded near 0.03%, which is a fresh record low. Yeah. So back to the Kiwi US, recapping the numbers there. The bird was hovering just below 67 cents when we went home yesterday afternoon, and it trended steadily lower overnight. Fleeting rally during the early evening, but yeah, pretty steadily lower. 66.13 has been the low so far, and that was struck just around 7 a.m. Yeah, and we're still pretty close to that now. Back to the Kiwi crosses. Most have key technical support levels in sight, except for Kiwi Sterling. That's eyeing up the top of the current 50 to 51 pence trading range. We will have a bit more flavour on currencies in first hand, which is our daily email market summary thing. Yeah, video's great, but sometimes you just want to read something concise. Okay, what to expect today? Well, yeah, Kiwi cross technical levels. We'll be watching those. Chinese inflation data this afternoon. Yeah, that might get a look in as well. Arguably of most interest today to the local market, that'll be the announcement of proposed tax policy from our Finance Minister, Grant Robertson. I think that's going to be announced just before lunch, late morning. Anyway, yeah, but maybe a Kiwi market mover, maybe not. Really depends upon what he says, I guess. Yeah. All right, that is enough from me. Remember when these were a minute? Yeah, I don't really remember either. Anyway, have a great Wednesday. Kia pai tōra.